Hey thrifters, so today we're gonna be going through the tips and tricks on how to get like around the thrift stores and get like really good finds, not just crappy little things that just doesn't look like what we see online. And like, how do we get there? How do we get all those like nice graphic tees and like really cool jeans and Levi's jeans if you ever get that? So today I'm going to be showing you all the sections that usually like show and portray like where we would find those things. So if you'd like to see and get more information, keep on watching. So I know I'm currently not like in a thrift store, but I'm gonna make this a series. So it's, first of all, we're gonna start with like knowing the tips and tricks before actually going into the thrift store and getting things. So I'll let you know, like have an idea on like where to actually search and like what sections you should, look, like keep an eye for basically. So for now, I'm just gonna give you the tips and tricks. The next video I'm gonna do on this will probably be me in the thrift store showing you exactly what I got and like how I was able to find those good finds and like what sections I also went to and how I was able to do it during COVID, because things are different now and like COVID has changed a lot of things. I recently went to a thrift store, but like a lot of things changed, so I didn't know how to really go by that. So I wanted to try it again, like when I've gotten used to the whole thing, and show you guys. So for now, I'm gonna give you all the tips and tricks, and yeah, we'll go from there. So the first tip for today is knowing your size. I know it sounds like, everyone knows their size, but I think you should have a good measurement on like your waist and your hip measurements for your pants, so you know like what exactly you look for. Especially if you're looking for like baggy jeans, you would want to go to the men's section, like the smallest section, especially if you're more of like a slimmer person. But knowing your measurements will help you. So I could even advise like bring a measuring tape if you have to go into the thrift store with a measuring tape, or like measure a string and then take that string with you to just like guide you to know what size you have. Or you could even use like the old like method of like putting the the waist length of the jeans around your neck to see like if it would fit you like properly or like roughly. So those are like the tips I use for like jeans, because it's really hard to know your size just like eyeballing it. Like that never really works. So that's one tip. So yeah. So the second tip for today is having an inspiration before going into the thrift store. You don't want to go into the thrift store with just like a blank mind, like you're just going there and going through all the aisles. You're not going to shop efficiently. You're going to go there and waste your time, and you're going to hate shopping. I genuinely don't like spending so much time in the thrift store or in any store. I just like knowing what I want to get and going to that section, getting it, and then going, because like there's a lot of like clothes that you have to go through. So not having like an inspiration on what you want to get before going there will take your time, and you're gonna be so overwhelmed and tired. So usually I get my inspiration from Instagram. I have like a section where like a collection where I save the things I want to get from thrift store, from Pinterest, from just anything. Like I honestly get inspiration from anyone or anything, and I save it, take a screenshot, save it, and I use it for shopping. So yeah, second tip. So the third tip for today is the men's section. I cannot stress this enough. Like the men's section is like the best place to find the good items. If you're looking for anything baggy streetwear, the men's section. For the baggy jeans, you go to the men's section. If you're a slimmer person, I know that size because that's usually where I go to get my size. I go to the smaller size of the men's jeans, which is size 28, and it converts into a woman's like size US 4 or 6. I'm not sure, but I'll put my sizing up somewhere. And that's usually where I get the baggy jeans, looking baggy jeans, like that really like vintage. And also to know if you want your jeans high-waisted, that's if you're interested in high-waisted jeans, you can also bring your measuring tape, measure like the zipper area from the bottom part of the zipper area all the way to the top. to measure it to know like how high it would be, if it's gonna be mid-rise, high-waisted, or like low-rise jeans. And you would know it's high-rise if it's like greater than 11 inches. So if you have your measuring tape, measure it. If it's greater than 11 inches or about 11 inches, then you know you're having a high-waisted jeans. If not, it's more like mid-rise or low-waisted. So I like my jeans high-waisted, so it's just a thing for me. But yeah, depending on what you like, I guess. And for some reason they have really good sweatpants there and sweatshirts in the men's section, because men donate more of those things. And they also have like really good graphic tee prints. Like the prints look really nice, like it's not just random things. Like, and you could also get like good finds, like, you know, maybe like some brand like Nike or Adidas and stuff like that. So the men's section, check that area. Check the smallest size for the men's section jeans, for the baggier jeans if you have like a very tiny waist. And for graphic tees, you check their, go to the large of the shirts. The larger of the shirts will fit more like baggier on you than the smaller ones. But men tend to have like broader shoulders, so it may still work for like the medium or large. So check that area. So the fourth tip for today is gonna be the kids section. Like, believe me, the kids section is also one like area you find like the hottest things, like bomber jackets, especially if you're like more petite and like smaller and shorter. Like the largest size of the kids section have everything you need, because the men's section may be a bit longer for like petite size women, or like if your shoulders are really small, like you may not find your size in there for like baggy stuff. So the kids section, the biggest size of the kids section, usually have the baggy like flannel tops, like the bomber jackets, and even some of the jeans would work to sweatpants and everything, because I feel like the men like usually tend to be longer, like taller, sorry. So you won't find your length, and it may be a bit like long and you may need to cut it. But if you don't want to go through that, you can check the kids section for like baggier fits for like petite size. Like if you're like more like, let's say like below like 5'5", I think, I'm not too sure, but like around that. So the kids sections, you find a lot of good things there. Check it out for like bomber jacket, jeans, and flannel tops if you're looking for like baggier size for petite person. So the next tip for today is the nightwear section. The nightwear section has like everything, like camis and like slip dresses, silk, satin like materials. They have really good ones for like really affordable prices, like very cheap, because I don't know, they tend to sell those ones really cheap. And I would advise, like when you take it home, you give it a good wash. Don't make it like a hot wash unless it shrinks and spoils the like satin material, but make it like warm or like cold, lukewarm kind of temperature. So yeah, so you get all your slip dresses and like short cami, like cheetah prints, plain black ones, or like, you know, all these crazy designs and like lace tops. That's where you get it from the nightwear section of the thrift store. So the next section of the thrift store you should check, if you're looking for more like the soft girl aesthetics, would be like the cardigan section or the long sleeve section for females. So now we're going to the female section. Like you usually get the actual cardigans from there, but they may have like thicker cardigans. So to get like those like cardigan tops that like cropped and have like buttons in front, those ones you probably find them in the long sleeve section. And like sweater vests, like crop top sweater vests, you find that also in the women's section. For the more like tight and cropped ones will be in the women's section. But if you're looking for more baggier vests, anything baggy, just go to the men's section of this, like the sweater section for the men. You find a more baggy like vest sweaters instead of the women's section. The women's sections have like more fitting things. So if you're a woman, you're trying to get like more baggier sweaters, the men's sections have better baggier items than the women's section. That's just it. So the next section to check for like really fun, funky looking like pants, like plaid pants, corduroy pants, you will find that in the women's section. So you look for like the pants section on the women's section, and you see like a lot of striped, different kind of designs kind of pants. So you won't find that in the men's section, only if you check the smallest section of the men's pants, but not necessarily. I think that they make more options for the women's section, so you can find that in the pants or trousers. I don't know how, like, different thrift stores have different sections on how they like label it, so look for it in the trouser or the pants section for like plaid or corduroy pants. And to know your size for this pants, you can follow the thrift store pants. They have their size in there where they write like size 26, size 28. So if you know your size through that way, you can follow that. But if you're trying to get something a bit baggier and you're not sure how you fit, you can measure a shrink before coming to the store and use that as a guide, or put it against your neck, like how I talked about it in the previous about the jeans. You can do it that way. Put it against your neck, and if it touches the end of your neck, like it goes round, then it's gonna be your waist. For the length, to know if it's high-waisted, you measure from the zip area all the way to the top where the button is, and you would see if it's up to 11 inches or more, then it's probably going to be high-waisted. And yeah, another good tip to know while you go to the thrift store is wearing something really comfortable you can change like to, because like if you wear something too hard to change, you won't be able to try what you're buying. Like for instance, if you need to check your pants to see how long it is, that would be a problem if you're wearing like something you can't really take out. So I think the best thing to wear are like leggings or a top, or if you want to buy a top I need to see how it goes well with your jeans, then wear jeans and a really free top you can always take off. But if you're trying to buy pants and trying on a top, I would suggest wearing a really free like sunny dress kind of. That's if it's in the summer, wear like a summer dress, summer top dress, something like that, something easy to just slip in and out of, so it gives you more opportunity to try things on. Although we have COVID, some thrift stores allow you to, change in their changing room, because I went to a vintage store and they did allow me. I just had to have my mask on at all times. But if you're going into like a more bigger store where there are more people, they may not allow you. But that's why I'm giving a lot of tips on how to like know your jean size, so you don't buy the wrong size and stuff. So, and you should also bring a belt if you're trying on pants, because it helps to know like how your jeans will fit with a belt if you need to, because some jeans may not fit your waist properly, but it may fit like the rest of your body, like your hips down to your legs. So if you want to have like a belt style with like a baggy jeans, you can bring a belt also while you come like dressed with a belt, so you can use your belts to try on the jeans. That's another tip I would give. So going to like the richer area of your community where the thrift store is a better, you're more likely to get like better deals and better like finds, because they tend to give out more like quality things. So if you go to a thrift store that's in a better like community, like more affluent, more like rich, I guess, you will tend to get like better things in that thrift store like than the other ones. The other ones you find a lot of generic things, but if you really want to get like really good finds, like really good graphic tees that have like unique prints on them, that not like every other person's same Nike prints you see all the time, you'll be more likely to find those in like really rich areas, like communities like that have better thrift stores, I guess. So like go to the richer areas of your community to find better deals. And also a bit about the men's section, I would say if you want to find really good blazers, some of the women's sections have good ones around the large and extra large section, but like the men's don't fall better on the shoulder, because the women's section have like more shoulder paddings than the men's sections, and sometimes they alternate. So I'll say check both the men and female section if you're looking for like a blazer type of fit. But if you're looking for like shirts, like shirt sleeves shirt, those baggy ones, the men's section all the way for anything like shirts and blazers. But the women's section for blazers can, alternate sometimes, so you can also check that. And also for winter coats, you usually find them really well in the men's section, but some really good thrift stores would have them in the female section too. So you know, check around those places, but just know you're going to the coat section, you're going to the men coat section, the women coat section, but now you're not confused about where to go. So that's one other tip. So this is gonna be the last tip for today, and it's going to the accessories section. A lot of people don't go there because they just look past it and just like you will never find anything there, but I found a lot of good purses, shoulder bags are in right now, and I don't know, I just like them. Even before knowing they were in, I just always like the, you know, small shoulder bags. They just go with everything and they look so cute. So you can find some in the accessories section. Get there, you find like, one thing I think you should know about the thrift store is the more you go to the thrift store to get things, the more you're dressing, the more your appearance become more unique, because you're not getting everything, you're just getting that one thing that someone decided to donate, and not everyone would find that one thing because you would be the one to find it, like just out of the bloom, you just find it by luck. So you get like purses that not everyone have, like it's just something unique and nice and just fits your style, and that's what matters. So the accessory section for also like rings, and really nice looking rings, and you know, yeah, I think rings, because I don't buy any other thing except like rings and purses. So yeah, so that's the end of this video. I hope I was able to help, and if you have any question, please comment down below in the description box down below, and feel free to subscribe. I mean, like, I'm gonna give you all the information you need, because like personally, this is like my personal experience. Like I had to like think of my experience, because thrifting is just part of who I am. Like I do it all the time since like I could go on my own to shop. Like I always thrift, because it's like the best feeling in the world to just find something no one has, and you found it, and everyone is like, where do you get it from? And you're just like, I thrifted it. Like it's such a good feeling, like trust me. So you know, if you want to have, like, I'm gonna give you all the information. I'm literally here to serve you. So if you want more information from me, you know, subscribe. Just subscribe. Just subscribe. Like I know you need it, so you may as well just do it. Just do it right now. Just do it. So anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.